Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm a hospital pharmacist. I have made many different videos about all the different shifts I cover, but there's one shift that I have not covered yet, and it is the weekend shift. For those that don't work in healthcare, most people don't know how much the staffing model and the responsibilities change for pharmacists on weekends or on holiday. I thought I'd do a thorough full day of my life as a hospital pharmacist working the weekend shift. Good morning, everyone. First things first, let's brush my teeth and put on some contacts. I usually wear some light makeup, so here's what I usually wear. I always need coffee in the morning. I love my Nespresso machine so much. I haven't gone to Starbucks in a long time since we bought this. After I make my coffee, I pack up my things and head out the door. Usually I try to eat breakfast, but today I wasn't feeling it, so I just packed a bunch of snacks instead. Alright, before I go through my day, let's just break down the difference between what it's like to work in a hospital during the weekday versus the weekend. The way I'm breaking down this layout is specific to my hospital, so every hospital does it differently, so just keep note of that. The weekday staffing is more of a decentralized model. So during the weekday, we have a pharmacist assigned to each unit, whether it be ICU, psych, surgery, you name it, medicine. So for my hospital, we have about 6 different medicine teams, and there's a pharmacist assigned to each one. And then in the main pharmacy, there are usually 2 to 3 pharmacists in the main central pharmacy. And for the ED, there's always at least 1 pharmacist there. Now here is the breakdown of all the different responsibilities during the weekday. So all the pharmacists that are dedicated to a certain area, their responsibilities are verifying all the orders that's specific to their patient, doing all the pharmacy protocols, doing all the discharges and medication reconciliation and counseling, and overall assisting the doctors that's assigned to their team or service. For the main pharmacy, they are verifying clinic orders, they are verifying and coordinating the dispensing of all the different IV compounds and just overall medications that's being stocked on the Omnicells and all that. Also verifying TPNs and crash carts and OR trays. If you want more detailed breakdown of what it's like to staff the main pharmacy, I have a specific video. You can go ahead and click. It's a day in my life working the IV shift. And then for the ER pharmacists, it's very similar to the other services. They verify all the ED orders. They do all the pharmacy protocols that's specific to the ED. What they do is also they interview patients about their medications, perform a thorough medication reconciliation for all the patients that are going to be admitted from the ER into the hospital. Now, okay, so what happens on the weekends and holidays then? Well, the model changes to a more centralized model. So typically for other hospitals, the traditional centralized model is staffing's condensed and they're all moved to one specific area. For my hospital, we work a more modified centralized model. That's not the proper term, it's just my description. That's how I summarize it or explain it. So essentially, instead of all those different pharmacists for all those designated services and teams, there's just 2 on the weekend. So it's pretty hard. So we usually split it. One pharmacist takes the odd medicine teams like 1, 3, 5. The other one does evens, 2, 4, 6. And then all the other services like surgery and psych and all that, we will split it amongst ourselves. And usually there's a mid-shift that comes in the middle of the day and they'll come in and help us with all the additional discharges. So overall, there's just 3 of us doing discharges for the entire hospital for the weekend and holiday. Because there's just 3 people doing all these discharges, all these per pharmacy stuff, there's a lot to handle. So that means the way they offset that is that main central pharmacy will be the ones that verify every single order. So they're the ones responsible for the queue and verifying everything. on top of their central pharmacy responsibilities. And the ED remains unchanged. There's always at least one ED pharmacist there, so it's pretty much the same thing. So today I'm doing the discharge shift. My partner is covering teams 1, 3, and 5, and I'm covering even teams 2, 4, and 6. Sometimes if I have time at work the day before, I would try to pull my patient list ahead of time so I set myself up well for the weekend. So today when I came in, I just needed to add the new patients to my list. I would then clear my alerts and make sure there's not any urgent consults that need to get done, such as Bankos, heparin drips, etc. Then I would message all the team chats and ask the providers if there's any potential discharges for the day. My morning was pretty hectic. I came in and was welcomed with 2 discharges immediately. I decided to pack some healthy snacks for myself since I don't have time for my usual breakfast today. Today was snacking on peanut butter and apples while I worked, and I had some berries. We have this sort of tradition with my coworkers where on the weekends we would order out, specifically on Saturdays. Usually the first message in our group chat of the day is, "What's for lunch today?" So today we were feeling having some banh mi's. This place, pickles, so good. My hospital has a gym, but I don't use it very often. Today I decided to give it a try after work, and it was amazing. Guys, I'm literally the only one here. I love going to the hospital gym on the weekends after a shift now. I'm going to do this every single time. I have trouble remembering to drink my protein shakes after a workout, but I remember today. Now this is the time I like to unwind and get ready for the night. After I eat dinner, just shower, remove my makeup, relax. So in between this time until I go to bed at 10, I would usually be editing or watching a show with my boyfriend, or just doom scrolling on my phone, let's be honest. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this type of content, please comment and like down below. And let me know what other type of videos you would like to see. See you guys next time.